Morning, Na.
Good morning.
And yeah, let's talk just briefly about your nickname is Tina, correct?
Yeah.
But your real name is?
Nga.
And your last name?
Lê.
Lê. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I want to thank you ahead of time for the privilege of being able to do this, because I know with all of the flooding and everything that's been going on, and then you giving back to your own people in the village, you know, to take time to do this, I greatly appreciate it. I know the people that are listening or that will have the opportunity to learn about your history will greatly appreciate it. So let's just start right now. We're going to talk about the origin, or how you originally, if I understand correctly, you were originally working as a certified accountant, correct?
Yeah.
That's what your degree is in?
Yeah.
Okay, can you elaborate a little bit on what you were doing there? In other words, talk a little bit more as to where you were working and how it went.
Before I'm leaving the city, I work as accountant, but I'm not happy with my job, not happy in the city, so I quit the job, quit the city to be here to become a happy farmer.
Okay, but what about the situation where we and I talked earlier, and you were talking about in the mountains you were working for a large pig operation? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I have the farm for swine farm in the mountain, but I'm happy in the to feed animal. I'm not happy with that.
Okay.
And African with the degree or in the pig have really big problem come to Vietnam on 2018.
That was swine flu?
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
and everything it's gone away.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many pigs were we talking about?
10,000 pigs.
10,000 pigs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pigs.
Yeah, a lot of pigs.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Maybe that is the reason now I choose to become a vegan, because I don't want to eat pig anymore.
Yeah, I would
because
imagine.
maybe before I take money from Ram to feed me, and now I don't want pig feed me anymore.
Okay, well I understand that.
Yeah.
Besides that, pigs, that's a lot of work, because I know my sister is a pig farmer, or was a pig farmer.
Yeah.
So is that where there again, reading your history here a little bit, that is where you met, and I'm going to correct me if I pronounce it wrong, but your husband's name is Boonlert?
Yes.
And he's from Thailand.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor of veterinary medicine.
Right.
So how did you two of you meet?
Before he is my manager, before we working in the Thailand company for feed animal. And he is a sales manager. I'm a sales assistant. So
that's where you met.
I'm not happy in my job and not happy in my manager.
Yeah.
So we quit the job.
So how did the two of you, decide that you wanted to leave? Obviously, secure jobs, probably well-paying jobs, and come down into Vietnam here, and decide that you were going to start a specific type of farm. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, I come here not to open a business. I come here to choose a lifestyle. I really want to change, because now in the city is too much crowded already. So I come here to find some peaceful place. And I come here not only to do a business, not to earn money. I come here want to change the agriculture of the customer, agriculture of the farmer here also. Before here is nothing, only no electric, no water, no Wi-Fi, and I come here to make I want to the development of the countryside where I work for.
Okay, and then let's. I guess what we can do is we'll start with the fact that there was nothing here. Can you talk about that a little bit, as to the struggles that you had to go through, both with just trying to develop it as well as the villagers, how they perceived you, or you and your husband?
I come here only the really big farm, but only one thing I recognize that it's beautiful is the outbreak hill.
Yeah, the brick kiln out there.
Yeah, out there. Yeah.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But.
Yeah, because when I see it, I buy it from the owner. Everybody tell me that I'm so crazy. Yeah, because there are many it's 50 years already, and it's not work for more 20 years. On that 20 years, a lot of the people with the drug heroin is living
drugs,
there. Yeah, and I come here to take the intake every day to keep to clean, and everybody tell me I'm so crazy. Yeah, and I come here, I see it's beautiful, how it's beautiful, and I see there are many the farmer rifling the white rice around here, and I see white rice is very cheap, about only maybe half $1 for 1 kilo.
$50 for 1 kilo?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
So
very-
they're not making much money for all of their effort.
Yeah. So that's the reason why the farmer own white poor.
Yeah.
So I see the problem. If I do the same the farmer, I cannot change anything.
Right.
So I choose to change from white rice to black rice.
Black rice, and that's
Yeah.
and that's right here.
Yeah, it's with purple rice.
Purple rice.
Yeah.
That's unique because I have no experience. I've had a lot of experience with white rice, but not with this. Let's talk a little bit about the
Black rice.
Yeah, the black rice and the difficulty with changing attitudes and affecting. Well, I guess they like to call it the cultural things, but basically, from my understanding, with talking with you before and reading about it, is that the farmers with the white rice didn't really have. Well, let's say much encouragement for you to grow this type of rice.
Yeah, this black rice is very special because it's a lot of antioxidant. Can protect many degree.
Yeah.
And especially I choose the no chemical on my rice. Before I come here, I blend the black rice. There are many people say that impossible to blend the black rice here. Before there are many people try already. And me too, I try many times. I fail too. But I never give up, never give in. I try many times already. Till now, maybe 15 seasons.
15 seasons. Wow.
Yeah. To 15 seasons to try black rice. And now it's maybe 80% successful because I can slow the volume. I can 1 kilo of that for about 3 tons of black rice.
Wow.
With one hectare, we get 3 tons.
1 hectare, you get 3 tons.
Yeah.
And a ton, as compared to what did you say? The white rice.
White rice about 5 tons.
Okay, but the price for a ton of white rice, finished white rice, as compared to this is how much?
It's 60,000 for 1 kilo, maybe $4. $4 for 1 kilo.
Of what? The white or black?
Black rice.
Black rice. And the white rice?
Only half $1.
Half a dollar. Phew.
For 1
50
kilo.
cents for a kilo.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So obviously this was a cultural struggle dealing with, because I know from my experience filming and so forth in Southeast Asia, that it's very, very difficult to bring about change, or in particular to bring about change in ideas.
Exactly. Especially change the thinking of the farmer very hard, because the farmer, they are a farmer for 10 generations already. I'm the first.
Yeah.
I'm the first generation. When I talk with them, don't believe me. Say that impossible to blend the white, to blend the black rice here. Yeah, and I believe in myself. I fail, but I never give up. I try again many times.
Well, and with what you just said is because I know in the Southeast, the Asian culture in particular, failing is not exciting. As a matter of fact, they don't even talk about failing, because failing is losing face.
Yeah.
And the last thing in the world that they want to do is ever lose face. So that rather than, just like what you just said, just what you said with regards to failing, all right? I know that myself, I've learned so much through my life by failing. And my attitude is okay to fail as long as your failure does not
yeah.
hurt others.
Yeah.
And so that's a really unique thing about you and your personality in particular, because you're Vietnamese.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And to be able to accept the fact that it's all right to fail, all right? Because I know the children.
Yeah, I agree with my friend, and I try again. But some people write fail, but I didn't recognize that write fail.
Right, exactly. So I guess basically you have put almost, well, what, I'm going to relate it to 2 hectares is approximately 5 acres. So those of the people that deal with acres, they'll understand. I mean, that's a fairly large amount, especially when it's all done by hand.
Yeah.
And I think and I think that's an important thing to mention about this.
And I plant the black rice, but I not only to sell black rice. I add the value on my black rice. I make some product from black rice. For example, black rice tea, black rice white, and black rice milk tea. Yeah, or something. There are many things from black rice.
Yeah, I saw your bottles of your. I guess you guys call it happy water. I call it crazy water, but nonetheless, and then that's made out of the black rice as well, correct? Yeah.
I not only sell rice, I sell the story.
The story, exactly. And I think that's maybe from that point, just touching a little bit on the story, and in particular the history of the kilns out there. Can you talk a little bit about how long ago it's been since those kilns were actually in operation, and also why they ceased to exist anymore?
The black kiln is 50 years already.
50 years old.
Yeah, and it's not worked for more 20 years. And I have been here for 6 years only.
Right.
Yeah. Before on 6 years I come here, there are many things change.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I come here to make, when I building that, there are many people living there. I say that impossible for tourists come here, even Vietnamese. But I say I will welcome the foreigner come here to change my countryside.
Right.
And everybody said that no, impossible. I come here for what? But I say I come here to the beautiful place, for the countryside. Now there are many young people of Vietnamese right quit the countryside to go to the city to earn the job.
Right, and that I know I've dealt with that in a rice documentary they did in particular in Thailand, and they call it the urban drift.
Yeah,
and it's just exactly what you talked about. It's about the children. They don't want to work in the rice fields. That's hard work.
Yeah,
really hard work. And so they'd rather go to the city, spend more time on their phone in the coffee shops and da. But anyhow, so with that, why don't we talk just a little bit about transforming the countryside from, well, we already kind of touched on it, the culture, which is here is obviously it's agricultural, but tourism is huge here, in particular Hoi An. But this is one of the things that I like about here is it's not like Hoi An that is just become this mega tourist trap for, I don't know, that's what I call it. Whereas this is culture. I mean, I don't say cultural, but this is the countryside. And can you just touch a little bit on that?
Because my farm is only 5 kilometers from Hoi An, not really far. Easy for customer take a bicycle or motorbike to here. And they come here, they not only to take a coffee, they come here to see the real urban life in Vietnam. You see, you can get a really good atmosphere here. Yeah. Green field.
Yeah, especially when the rice fields are green and growing. That's always pretty.
It makes you feel very relaxed.
Right.
Yeah.
And even though, and we're going to touch on that here in a bit, is everything's brown right now, but what's because of mainly because of the floods, and we'll talk about that here in just a bit. But what's fascinating when you talk about the countryside and seeing how the people live, it's been fascinating for me in the last 2-3 days to see these older ladies out in the fields collecting
Snail.
I mean, these bags are right in the neighborhood of 50 kilos, 100-pound bags of these snails.
Yeah.
And every day they're out here picking up the
Yeah.
snails. And as you and I talked earlier,
Yeah.
these are edible snails because they have not been affected by the pesticides. Is that correct? Yeah. So that's another thing that, if people can take the time to see that, it's pretty impressive. Because they make money however they can make it, because it's incredibly hard work. I mean,
really hard work.
It's very hard work.
But it's not a lot of money. Just a
No,
little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So in the 15 years that I've spent coming here, on and off, I personally myself, I haven't seen that much improvement for the local people. Except for if you happen to be in the real estate business or whatever in places like Hoi An and other places, but it's still they're still out there doing backbreaking work, and of course most of this stuff here, is this still planted by hand or is this planted by machine?
By machine.
By machine.
Yeah, but I have some area to by hand for customer try experiment to see how the farmer work hard.
Right, so they actually get to come, like in Thailand as example, and it's called Dumna, where they're actually planting rice by hand, and they also have, I know they use it here too, but a different type, but it's called modified mat nurseries, and so it's just a real high concentration of little small rice plants, and then they break each one off, and they're again Dumna and plant it by hand, which is insane when you think about the size. And that's most of Thailand, the small acreages or hectares. They're all planted by hand and not by machine. So that's another experience that the tourists can have. They actually physically get in the mud and actually plant rice, which. Then you understand that, some of these poor old ladies, they can't even stand up because they've been in the bent over position all of their life.
Yeah.
Because it's hard work. And then, when we get into what we already talked about with the little amount of money that they get for that. So let's just touch real quick on the floods, okay? And it's rather funny for me because I ride different places in the world on motorcycle doing stories like this and documentaries. And I was in Scotland, and then from Scotland I took a break, and then I was in New Zealand here about, a month ago now. But the weather there, I planned on spending 6 months riding there and doing the same kind of thing. But the weather was horrific. And we had winds from 130 to 200 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
And
long way.
I mean, very, very dangerous riding. So then I decided I'd come back here because I do have what I call my Vietnamese family here, even though they're not legally mine, and I'm theirs. So I ended up coming back in the middle of one of your worst typhoons in history. So let's talk just a little bit about that as to how it devastated your place right here. And I understand the water level was about
3 meters.
Yeah, so it's about right where we're sitting. We would have 10 feet of water.
Yeah,
to its related feet.
Yeah, everything gone away.
Everything's gone away.
Yeah, the typhoon is new one. I have to buy just today.
So, and on that, let's just kind of move into with all of the things that were going wrong here, and obviously there was a lot of people that lost everything here. And a lot of people lost their lives. And you get up into the highlands and the mountains, and it was even worse. Because 10 feet of water in here would equate to houses over there underwater. And
all the village is underwater.
And the amazing thing to me was that was the 4th typhoon in 2 months. And yet they clean up and they move forward, and then another one hits, and then another one hits. So with all of the effort that you put into having to come back and get ready to do business again, then you decided that you wanted to give back to your people or the village people. And what was your idea there?
Because there are many people give them food already, and I want to give them something different. Because there are many people here try to see the farmer really poor.
Yeah.
They are very hard to buy medicine.
Medicine. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I buy some to give them because I am not a doctor, but I see some paracetamol or something to get headache or yeah.
Well, and you
stomachache,
also
yeah.
have the advantage of your husband, who's a
Yeah.
fantastic man, and in the fact that even though he's a veterinary doctor,
Yeah.
which is actually in a number of countries, becoming a vet is almost more difficult than becoming a human doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
thought more long time take.
Right. And like you said before, you know,
Yeah.
the animals don't talk back to you. They don't give you
Yeah.
feedback. I
Yeah.
mean, me being a past medic,
Exactly.
where you know you're trying to work a history on somebody.
Yeah.
In some cases they're
Yeah.
unconscious and you can't. But the skill level there for figuring out whether it's small animal or large animal, that's pretty cool. And I know that I had the opportunity to help put together some of these little wound kits because I'm very familiar with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And to watch the two young ladies that helped, as well as your husband,
Yeah.
putting all of this together. And so then from there, you decided to just basically go over there somewhere, I forget.
Yeah.
But anyhow, and that's what we're going to watch next. We're going to watch you folks actually giving this medicine and the small little care kits to these village people, which, as you'll be able to see, they're poor people. I mean, these are not people that are wealthy. These are people that, in many cases, have struggled through 4 major typhoons. Their houses have been flooded.
Yeah.
And so with that, I just really want to say it's an absolute privilege to sit here with you and talk about your history here, and I hope it'll give a little better idea for some of your customers that maybe if they watch this on my YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel, I have to say that, and that is James Herbert, aka Hobo Rider. And the Hobo Rider name was given to me by the Vietnamese quite a while ago, because I always ride alone. And when they asked me one day, how come you always ride alone, Jim? And I said, well, because it's easier what I do, and it wouldn't be fair to somebody on the back. And that's when they said I was a hobo. And I thought, yeah, I like that. I'm a hobo. But anyhow, there again, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to do this.
Thank you very much for coming here today.
And it's an absolute privilege to meet both you and your husband.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you very much to make my story more beautiful, because my story, it didn't not much people know about us, but you.
Well, and I think that's for me personally, doing this is what I do, is I think it's so much more interesting when there's the personal aspect of who are these people. And when I started listening to your story and started reading about your story, that's a story that a lot of people need to read.
Yeah.
So all you folks out there, I hope you follow along and check this out on the channel. And thanks again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.